This is such a spontaneous video that I am in my night suit. I just washed my hair. I don't even film any video on the days I wash my hair because it takes almost a year to dry. Okay, but today I was getting this thought in my mind and I thought I should sit down and film. So in today's video, we are going to just rant. Okay, there is no informative or entertaining or anything. Like, it is going to be one of the most negative video in my channel, okay, which I usually don't do, but today we are going to do it because I am done with the number of blushes that is getting launched every single day. Like, you know, these days it is not even possible to track on this number of launches. I mean, can you get it? I was going through Instagram and one ad popped up and I saw Mars launching this blush which actually looks like the Simply Nam's cream blush. I am like, Mars, do you even need to launch another blush? Because I'm not understanding. Seriously, at this point, I'm not understanding. So out of that irritation, I thought, let me just do a video on this. Let me just do a video on what I think about this endless blush launches. Now, the starting point of this trend is our beloved Inside Cosmetics Inside launch blushes left, right and center. Like, literally, if you go to Nykaa and go to Nykaa or Google or Amazon and type Inside blushes, you will get to see so many that Inside blushes are, I mean, I don't even understand why those many ranges, because somehow, as much as I have experienced, the finishes are being very similar. Like the blusher, the small inside, that 70-80 rupees blush, and the lip and cheek tint, which is the, I mean, I'll pop the picture here. Both of them have similar finish, just that the shades can be a little bit different. They can launch it as new shade extensions, right? But they don't do it. They launch it as a new blush. And on top of it, there comes very many different blush trends, like boyfriend blush. Let it be boyfriend blush. I am accepting that it is a trend. Sunset blush, let it be a good trend. And so many, like I don't even keep a track on. I mean, I am unable to keep a track on that. Okay, there came one such hell of a trend in blush, that is blush blindness. Like, see, when you use a little bit extra blush, we can now call it a blush blindness. I mean, I'm not understanding, guys. Like, you need to use the right amount of product, right? I'm not here telling that using more blushes are wrong thing, but you know, when you apply blush, there is a certain amount, like your blush needs to look this way. There is this basic theory to makeup, right? And someone has broken that theory and applied too much blush and called it blush blindness, and it became a trend. At least that's how I see it. Okay, but personally, I feel there are so many gaps in the Indian beauty industry right now. It is growing so well. Like, the Indian beauty market right now is, I think, is the 4th or 5th globally growing industry. Okay, so I personally feel Indian beauty industry is nailing it with their launches, with their inclusivity and everything. But I personally feel blushes are taking so much space while there are so many gaps that are left unfilled. So in this video, I just thought, instead of blush launches, these brands, like all these brands, can at least consider about these product ideas. I'm just going to tell some of the products I wish I can see in the Indian market. Okay, so the first thing is shade inclusivity in the affordable category. The same Mars company, in their cancel concealer, in their full coverage foundation, which went viral in the recent times, have got no shades for my kind of skin tone. So instead of putting in so much work in blush and everything, why don't they put in some effort in, you know, extending the shade range? In fact, their BB cream is so good, but again, I don't have my shade in that. So even Swiss Beauty and Inside Cosmetics, even they do not have my shade. Okay, if at all I need to get my shade in something, I have to go for international drugstore brands like Makeup Revolution, Elf, or Rimmel, or Maybelline, or those kind of brands. And Indian brands like Color Chemistry all have shades, but they are a bit more expensive than what I would love to. These Mars Insight and Swiss Beauty are something that I love buying from, but they don't have that much of inclusivity in this. So that's one thing. But Recode is another brand which is killing it with their shades. I love their shade inclusivity. It's a really good brand, but still it's a professional brand, but we can use it. The other thing is Tints. Okay, if you see these days, tints are so viral, but many tints are not sweat proof or waterproof. The Smashbox Halo is seen to be something that is very well performing, but in the affordable category there's nothing like that. There is nothing that has so many shades. There is nothing that is sweat proof or affordable, so they can come up with skin tints that are affordable and inclusive to all Indian skin tones, but brands don't do that. And one more thing I love to see in the Indian market is something like Kylie lip combos. Like, imagine we kind of go and choose lip liners, lipsticks and lip glosses. We kind of curate our own kit, which is good in a way, but imagine a kit which will have the right lip liner shade, the right lip shade, and the right lip gloss or lip oil, anything. Just imagine how complimentary that would be. How easy would it be for any consumer to get it? So those kind of Kylie type lip combos may have a huge impact in the Indian market. And one more thing is cushion foundations. Like, do you understand how much of a big market gap cushion foundations have in India? Like, I was waiting for Tir to launch in India. In India, there is no cushion foundation craze. Currently, we are in the skin tint rage, but still, I personally feel cushion foundations can have a huge impact in the market. I was waiting for Tir to launch in India, and as soon as it launched, I went ahead and placed the order. And I'm not even this person who buys high-end makeup, okay? So that's how the market is. People want to try K-beauty, like Korean beauty type of makeup, and cushion foundation is something which is easy to use and which is everyday appropriate also, which is also has got good coverage. By the way, I'm wearing this right now. So it would be very nice if brands come up with cushion foundation, especially in the affordable category, especially under 800, something like that. It would be great. And the major drawback I personally feel as a deep skin girl is I don't have any bronzing shades or any contour shades. Like, I have there is only few ranges and few brands that does contour and bronzer shades for me, and I personally feel there is a very huge market for deep skinned contour bronzing shades, like bronzers and contours that will suit my kind of skin tone. And many times what these brands does is they have cool toned brown concealer shades which can be used as contour or bronzer by fair skin. So it's almost like the beauty industry wants only fair skin beauties to wear makeup. No offense, but I personally feel this is like my theory, because I have seen all these dark skin concealers being very cool toned or neutral toned so that it can be used as a contour like that. And that's how these brands also position it, through influencers and through a content also. So they can bring in more bronzer and contour shades. Like, there is a huge market for that, I personally feel, in the Indian beauty industry. And next product, I personally feel there is a huge gap. I won't say there is a huge gap because I personally feel there are a few people who cannot work that well with eyeshadows, or they don't have much interest to use eyeshadows in a very dedicated way. So for those kind of people, we can come up with eyeshadows that are almost customized. Like, for example, Huda Beauty's Nude Rich, Nude Light and Nude Medium. If at all I am deep skin girl, I can pick up that Nude Rich and I can literally live my life with that palette, being a non-eyeshadow lover, okay? The same goes with a light and medium skin tone in the, I mean, especially when we consider that particular range of eyeshadow palette from Huda Beauty, it's making people's life easier. So those kind of palettes can come. And also Blue Heaven has this one eyeshadow thing which has matte eyeshadow on one side and shimmer eyeshadow on the other end. I personally feel those kind of products will have a huge impact in the market, especially for people who are not into eyeshadows that much. And again, the next point is lipstick. When it comes to lipstick, I still feel that deep skin don't get that many shade options because most of the nudes wash out. We cannot wear nudes by themselves, which is color theory based. I understand it, but you can make lipsticks that will nude lipsticks that will suit deep skin as well. For example, Rene Play Off Clay, that shade, I don't need any lip liner to make that shade work. I need those kind of shades, and we have only once in 5 to 10 years we are getting one shade like that, like Play Off Clay. I personally feel we should have at least 2 to 3 shades in every range that is specially dedicated for deep skinned beauties, okay, without using lip liners, because I don't know, I personally feel it would be very nice if I can make a nude lipstick work without a lip liner. So that is like my dream. And next point is, we have ranted enough about deep skin makeup, but I personally feel affordable brown mascara, like we have our Mars Fabulash and we have our Colossal, those kind of mascaras can also come in shades like brown, because on deep skin black will look snatched, but on fair skin it is going to look too harsh for an everyday look or for a clean girl makeup look. So fair skin people are loving brown mascaras. These brands can give brown mascaras so that they are going to enjoy their everyday makeup. So I mean, brown mascaras don't show up on me, but on fair skin it will show up beautifully. It will give that soft defined finish, which I personally feel fair skinned beauties are going to love. I think the brown mascaras can also be taken into consideration. And one more thing is blurring balms. Like we are, in the affordable category in the Indian market, blurring balms are yet to make an entry, because if you see Denessa Myrix or have this thing called blurring balm, which comes in different shades. It's more of halo glow filter or Hollywood flawless filter. It comes in different shades, but it works like a blurring primer. Okay, you use it before your foundation. It comes in different shades and it blurs your skin very beautifully. So I personally feel those kind of products can come here. And pot eyeshadows, like those jelly creamy pot eyeshadows which are very blingy and nice. I am personally someone, I love to have those. Like those can also come here. I have seen international brands nailing it. I think India will definitely have a market for it. And next thing is eyelashes for hooded eyes. Like even I have semi hooded eyes. Sometimes many eyelashes don't allow me to see the full world. Like it kind of conceals half of my vision, and I am not able to see half of the things. So I would love brands to launch eyelashes for hooded eyes. And while I am criticizing and giving suggestion after suggestion, I also have to say that Mars does this setter and blotter. It is a gel compact which was originally done by an international brand, but I think they have done it in the most affordable way. This is what I personally expect from brands like Mars, Swiss Beauty and everything, because nowadays these brands have got such a good welcoming warmth among consumers than other high-end brands does. Okay, so I personally feel these brands have so much potential, and if at all they can launch these products instead of constantly launching blush, it would be so great. And that is what, it's just like a conversation between one makeup lover to another makeup lover, maybe if you're watching. So yeah, I just thought of just doing a simple rant. I hope you loved it. Let me know whether we can do this kind of very spontaneous chat sort of a video. I would love to do. I mean, I really loved sharing these kind of things with you. So let me know. Okay, bye. I'll meet you all in my next video. Bye.